First time at the El Royale?
You have the option to stay in either California or Nevada.
I always wanted to stay in the honeymoon suite, even though I'm not currently on my honeymoon.
What are you doing out here?
I got a job singing in Reno tomorrow. Don't pay nothing, but singing.
This is not a place for a priest, Father. You shouldn't be here.
It's a little too quiet in here. It gives me the willies.
You're just too good to be true.
Sir,
Can't take my eyes off you.
we have a problem.
You'd be like heaven to
You watch me?
I only watch who they tell me to watch.
Who's they?
Management.
Did you think you could just take what's mine? I wouldn't come a hunt.
No, I figured you would. And I'd be ready when you did. Are you lost, Father?
Can I confess something to you? I'm not really a priest.
It's a game. It all starts with a simple choice. Would you mind opening the door?
No, I ain't gonna do that.
Which side are you on? Right, wrong, God or no God, red or black? I've done horrible things.
So's everybody. Shit happens. Get the whiskey.
to be true. Can't take my eyes off you.
Welcome back to our humble San Diego podcast. We are your hosts, James Warny.
Hey, what's up?
And of course, I, the Swan. You've now tuned into episode 270, All Roads Led Here, where James and I will be breaking down director Drew Goddard's 2018 film, Bad Times at the El Royale. But first, we've got a few segments to warm up with, shall we?
Let's do it.
And now for a special news report. Brought to you by Drop the Mic.
Alright, so, of course, pop culture news, man. This is your field. What do you have for me? You better have some good stuff. I know there's some crazy stuff out there this week, so don't let me down, buddy.
Yeah, so we have, I guess, an interview that Zac Efron is, I don't know if you know, but he's going to be in the new Firestarter film coming out pretty soon. Did you see the trailer on that?
Yes, and John Carpenter, I believe, is scored the film.
Ooh, nice, awesome, that's cool. I can't wait to see that. I'm excited to watch that one. It's been forever since I've seen the original. But in an interview, they were asking some questions about that film, Firestarter, and they asked if he had been approached by Marvel or anything for any future films or series on Disney Plus, and he stated that he hasn't had any offers yet, but he is definitely. He said he think now is pretty much he's willing to do it if an opportunity comes along. He's definitely going to jump on it. But, so I don't know, maybe there's something in the works. Maybe he's just kind of putting that out there to see if, Marvel will send him a role. But I thought that was pretty interesting. He is kind of, he's got the body type, at least, to be a superhero. Definitely a good actor. Excited to see if anything comes from that. But then also on the Warner Brothers front, it looks like they are canceling every single CW series that is out there. So I know so Batwoman has been canceled. Legends of Tomorrow. I think they said that the Flash. I think the new season coming out is going to be cut down to like half the normal episodes. So they're clearing house basically with the CW shows that are out now. So if you're looking forward to any of those getting not rebooted but started up again, doesn't look like that's going to be happening. I haven't been really a fan of any of those shows in a long time. I think I stopped watching I didn't even finish the Arrow series, so yeah, it kind of lost me a little ways back. But yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. And then Viola Davis looks like she's in talks to return as Amanda Waller from the Suicide Squad. You know, she's like the head, basically the person who tells them the Suicide Squad where to go and what to do, whatever. It looks like she may be getting her own series from HBO Max.
Oh, really? So it'll be just centered around her, right?
That's what the reports are. I'm not. It says it's an Amanda Waller series, so she's going to be in it, of course. They'll probably have some villains and whatnot jump in and out just to keep people entertained. I'm just wondering how they're going to do a series with her because she doesn't seem like the most likable character. But yeah, that's coming to HBO Max. Maybe it's in the talks. Like I said, it's in development right now, so we'll see where that goes. That might be one of the other things that James Gunn was working on, because I know he said that he has a couple of other things with Warner Brothers that he wants to do in terms of the DC universe. And I do believe, shocking news at CinemaCon, the Batman got announced for a sequel. So I don't know why that. Some people felt like that was huge news that got dropped, but I think we were all kind of expecting that. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think excited for a sequel? I know they're kind of. I think Matt Reeves is it's in development now, so penning a script and everything like that, getting some concept stuff. What do you think on that?
I agree with you that it was never out of the realm of possibility. I think it was just exciting for fans because we know that it's going to be helmed by Matt Reeves once again, so it'll be the next step in his vision. So it's exciting. Sometimes things happen and somebody else steps in and does something after whatever project. So I think that's what people were pretty stoked on, is that we're going to continue, in the steps of like a Nolan trilogy, but Matt Reeves, of course.
Yeah, I'd agree. Are you caught up with Moon Knight? Have you watched that series at all on Disney Plus?
Still, I've only watched the very first episode, so I'm pretty behind.
Oh man, yeah.
For series, like just in general, I don't like waiting. I will do it, but certain ones, it's fun to not have to worry about, like, just watch it in sequence so you're not forgetting things or having to come back, and so I think I'm going to end up doing that with Moon Knight. But that's the thing with their Disney Plus shows. I think especially like the Mandalorian, Boba Fett, and all these Marvel ones. I feel like every episode, at least in the more recent ones, like Loki and this one, they feel like every episode ends on a cliffhanger to keep you coming back, which is kind of annoying if you're the type of person who's eager to kind of stay up to date and watch each episode, like when they become available. For me and me and Jordan watched this series together, and it was I can say, like, man, it's so annoying to have to wait another week to find out what happens. But now knowing that the series has ended, and I thought something that was pretty interesting. Marvel had called this the episode 6, which just aired today. Today's Wednesday. This will be coming out. Episode will be coming out on Friday. But Marvel had called this the 6th episode the series finale, which we understand as just series finale. So the series is over, and then later they announced on a tweet that this is the season finale.
So they kind of tweaked their wordage a little bit. I think they may be trying to talk Oscar Isaac into coming back as for at least another season. But I thought that was pretty interesting for them to go ahead and kind of change that that wordage around. And a lot of people picked up on it, and that was one of the articles I was reading today. So I'm excited for that news. Just leaves some positive news to look forward to, hopefully with Moon Knight, if there is going to be a second season or not. If there's not, I definitely enjoyed the way this whole series was and how it ended. But either way, I'm totally fine. But I hope you, now that it's over, the last episode has came out, you have time to kind of binge watch it. So I can't wait to hear your thoughts on that one. I really just enjoyed that show also because of I love anything to do with kind of like Egypt and stuff. So having like those gods and stuff play a part in this show and be in the MCU, which is it's really cool just to see that happen. And all that mythology and everything is really cool to me. And then my last bit of news, it looks like Shazam and Black Adam both are doing reshoots within the next week or two, or they've already started reshoots that will take about a week or two. A lot of the speculation going around saying that these are probably going to be end credit scenes for both of them, so that way that they can intertwine these two characters and eventually have them fight or I don't know, maybe I'm assuming fight in the third film, which we'll hopefully see. And Shazam actually moved. I think they moved up their release date so that it wouldn't land on the same day as Avatar 2: The Way of Water. And in a funny tweet that Andy Samberg put out, who's the director for Shazam, he tweeted, "You're welcome, James Cameron." I thought that was funny because, I don't know, his sense of humor is pretty funny to me. But yeah, I'm excited for those two films. Can't wait. Definitely going to be fun. But that's it for my news. Kind of short and sweet. I know there's a lot of stuff that went on during CinemaCon that just happened this past week. A lot of stuff that I can't remember what happened. But hopefully you have some more news.
We talked about a few things for the last episode. What was it? Oh, the killer with Chris's episode.
Yes.
But something that I didn't talk about for CinemaCon was the footage that they showed for Halloween Ends.
Yeah.
Which is said not to be ever, like, it's not supposed to ever be shown to the general public. So I guess we'll have to wait until whenever it is that they start with the trailers. But there are numerous kind of written descriptions of what happens, and I think they go through some kind of montage of all the kills that he's done that leading up to this final film, right?
Yeah.
And I guess like they showed some new footage. It's archive footage first, and then new footage of Laurie and Michael beating the shit out of each other, pretty much.
Nice. That's going to be such a good movie. Can't wait for that one.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it'll be a good send-off. It's supposed to be more calculated and intimate, is what was David Gordon Green was saying. It's not going to be like really showy and feel as epic as kills. So I'm really interested to see how they close out this chapter in Halloween. What else? In some pretty tragic news for San Diego, subculture has lost a very important figure following the passing of San Diego's own drummer, Gabe Serbian. The way that he passed is currently unknown. I think